How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. Hitman in a top try, see a man topless, even a stick is gay. Hugging my brothers and say that I love them, but I don't swing that way. The man them celebrate Eid, the trap still running on Christmas Day.
Oh god, I wanted to start off this episode with some gangsta thug beats, switching it up. Usually we start off with, oh there it is. Yo, 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 you're listening to the AfroMattt Show. This is episode 88. We have made it to 88. If you're watching this on YouTube, it is probably at least a week late. Episode 62 of the podcast on YouTube has been removed. And I've gotten a strike on my YouTube channel. I tweeted at YouTube. They are currently handling it. I didn't expect them to reach back out to me, but they did. They tweeted back at me and they said, yo, we got this covered. They're looking into it, whatever that means. So hopefully they don't have like a team of people watching that episode. Because I listened to it on my way to work today, and it is pretty spicy. I mean, it's not like it doesn't deserve to be taken off air. It's not like I'm calling for, I'm not. It's not some sort of Sandy Hook situation. Okay, it's just some jokes, and if you're looking for that episode, it is still up on Spotify and wherever you can listen to podcasts. It is called On the Record, and it is episode 62. That is the second episode to get banned from my YouTube channel. First legitimate episode to get banned. So we're making big steps. That means we're doing something. Something's happening. So I wanted to get that out there. I started this episode with the drill rap because this song really made me laugh pretty hard. If you don't know what drill rap is, it's rap. It's like a relatively new form of rap where it's literally describing crimes and people jam to it. So let me see if I can find an example of some drill rap, and it's usually pretty heavy. Drill rap. Here we go. This guy looks pretty gangsta.
Heavy mops and sticks and brooms. It's a problem, send them to the moon. It's a problem, send them to the. How you every old shot, nigga? Who did you shoot? Bop you a bitch and you like 5'2". Back out the knocks and I'm ready.
So like this guy's describing the person that he shot. He said, "Have you ever shot an N-word? Who did you shoot? Hey, I shot this guy. He was 5'2". So this guy's describing someone that he shot. So I'm sure you can look in the record somewhere and find someone who died who was 5'2", and you can narrow it down.
Ready to back out the knocks and I'm ready to OYOGs when we spin it through. Bullets they hit him, knock him out of shoes. Tired of the talking, what is we gonna do? Tired of the talking, what is we gonna look? I'm a different nigga when I'm creeping. Hop out, I'ma shoot for no reason. Brody, he called me, he said. So
he's gonna hop out his car and shoot for no reason. So these are the types of songs that are popular right now, and I really don't mind because they're honestly they're jamming. You pump them in the car. You feel like a gangster while you're listening to it. You don't want to commit any of these crimes. I don't want to commit any of these crimes. But I like to live vicariously through these people committing these crimes. Not because I want to kill someone, just because I enjoy chaos. And I want, I want the smash and grabs, but I don't want to have to be the one to smash and grab. So if I can have someone rap and describe the smash and grab in a poetic fashion, I'm down. But I played that other one because this is a drill rap song that is pretty gay. I thought it was pretty funny that this one's popular. This one's actually has 57 million views. This guy's he's talking about how gay he is, which is just hilarious as a gangster.
How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. Hitman in a top try, see a man topless, even a stick is gay.
So wait, let me see the lyrics to this song. I think he said, if I see a man topless, even the stick is gay, which is like he's saying he gets turned on when a dude's shirt's off. Which is super funny. The idea of like a hardcore rapper just like rapping about being gay is so funny because usually it's so hardcore, fucking bitches, getting money, doing blow, doing drugs. Here's the lyrics. How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. Hitman in the top. Try see a man topless. Even the stick is gay. Hugging my brothers and say that I love them, but I don't swing that way. I man dem celebrate Eid. The trap still running on Christmas Day.
How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. Hitman in a top try see a man topless, even a stick is gay. Hugging my brothers and say that I love them, but I don't swing that way. The man them celebrate Eid, the trap still running on Christmas Day.
So, I mean, okay, so this is genius. This is what genius has to describe the lyrics as. So, Hitman in the top, try to see a man topless, even the stick is gay. Topless means not wearing a shirt. Literally shooting someone's head off is also a double meaning for topless. Stick is slang for gun, while head top or top is slang for the crown of the head. While rappers use similar words for firearms being... Wait. Other rappers have used similar wordplay about firearms being gay. Quote unquote being gay. I think I might Draco be gay. Why? Because he blows N-words. Dude, what? That's from another song. I think my Draco, if you know what a Draco is, that's a gun. Said I think my Draco might be gay. Why? Because he blows N-bomb. So I mean, this is the whole. I want there to be a whole section of like hardcore gangster rap, but it's about gay. It's just super gay. Even how can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. Hitman at the top try to see a man topless. Even the stick is gay. But it's like this.
That he needed. I told him I got him, I'm squeezing. B&B. Smoke side, no TNT. The fuck is a PNV? I ain't doing no songs with he. Might blow like TNT. That's D&D. Free bro got booked for the knocker. Dumb bitch, you better move proper. Niggas 30, they be sharing bottles.
So this it started in Chicago. You may have been able to guess, but the drill rap has really blown up right now. It's the most popular music probably on like the planet besides Korean, like K-pop. But I mean that video I just showed you has 57 million views. It's been like a month, so it's interesting, and I don't hate it. It's not the worst. It's sound. It is sound. It's sound that enters my ears. Let's see. What is going on in the world? Not even just the world. What's going on in my world? I know that you don't really mind. Okay, YouTube channel. This is going up on Spotify, so you'll be able to see this at the regular scheduled day, which is today, Fridays, usually when I put this out. It will be a week late on the YouTube, but on that week, we'll have a double upload because I'll be uploading this episode and the one that I record next week. So there's that. I went to McDonald's today. I feel like I'm doing a stand-up. I went to McDonald's today. What's the deal with everyone in there looking homeless? No, but I went to I went to McDonald's today, and the lady turned around at the counter to like get my order, and she had those tubes going into her nose, and she had like the cord like strapped onto her back. I'm like, I felt sad, and immediately after I thought, this is probably where you would work. This is where you end up. I was sad. But then I thought, well, it's fitting. So there's that. So I went in for, usually I get like a $1 soda, and it's like you can get a large, but inflation has shot up the price of a $1 soda at McDonald's to $1.78 for a large. They no longer do $1 any size, which pissed me off because McDonald's has the best Sprite and best Coke. Everyone knows they have a different syrup or a different ratio of syrup. And that's why I like to go to McDonald's for that stuff. They got an in with McDonald's and Sprite, or Sprite and Coke and whatnot. So I was upset. I still got the large, but it was still 70. That's 78% higher. I know inflation didn't go up that much. What else? Real estate. Real estate's in the shitter. Housing market's crashing. Pre-foreclosures. Between Dallas and Austin, there are 249 homes in pre-foreclosure right now. I've been doing a little research, trying to catch up on the market. And that's probably people just in over their heads. Home value too high. They bought FOMO'd. That's fear of missing out. They were scared of missing out on, oh, all my friends are moving to Austin. I got to move to Austin. I got to move to Austin. Oh my God, I got to move to Austin. And when they got there, they realized, oh, my job is now going virtual, or my job is doing a major layoff, and I can't make as much as I am. I have to get another job. 1 month of searching for a job. No, I'm behind on a payment. A lot of these people are just a little bit in over their heads, so we'll see how that goes. And it's not going to be fun. It is not going to be fun. And I say this every episode, but prepare for the worst. I've been saving money. If you saw how much, it's not a lot, but it's a lot for me. I could survive months off of the money that I have. So, in cash and like assorted coins and like silver coinage. Because I don't know if bank accounts are going to freeze. When stock market crashes, people start pulling out their money like crazy. I don't want to be in a situation where I have to tell myself, hey, I wish I would have had pulled out like $1,000 just to spend. So this week I've been eating rice, potatoes, and hot sauce. Okay? It is a preventative measure for the worst situations. Usually I eat out and I'll get like a freaking Taco Bell taco, and it's not that much, but $5 is $5, and $5 over a week is, you're spending $25, $50, and then before you know it, you're getting hit. And if you do that over a month, before you know it, you're spending $300 a month on like Taco Bell, and you're like, I just want to shoot myself. So it's gonna get rough out there. So be prepared. Maybe buy a firearm. Some of you probably don't need to. Let's see what else happened. Doctor's office. I went to the dentist, and they told me I need to get my wisdom teeth removed, which I'm convinced. They keep on saying, well, at least there's no pain, which there's not. I don't have any pain, but I had like they told me that my teeth are growing in at a 90-degree angle and pushing, so like they're growing at parallel to the jaw and pushing against the other teeth, which they say my actual dentist said, yeah, we're going to refer you to this orthodontist and they'll have to do that surgery. And she's like, I would hate to do that surgery. I wouldn't want to be the surgeon doing that one. She's like, I've never seen that before. When a dentist looks in your mouth and says, I've never seen that before, I don't want to be that surgeon. I wanted to just leave and be like, okay, well, I'm going to go blow my brain out now. And then, so it's like $5,000 or something. It's like $1,000 per tooth. And she's like, well, if we take the bottom ones out, we're going to have to take the top ones out because gravity's going to pull them out of your head. I'm like, what type of fear tactics are these? She said if the tooth above it doesn't have something to set on, gravity will pull the tooth out of your freaking... I'm like, I don't think that's how that works. But it is what it is. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I won't. I'm probably going to... I don't have $5,000 laying around to fix my teeth. I'm just going to wait till... I guess wait till it gets bad, and then I'll have to... I'm going to wait till I have to do it or I'll die. Because this country's healthcare system fucking blows, dude. I want to fix my teeth. I want to fix my teeth, but I can't. Yeah, because it costs a freaking fortune. You know what they should do? When kids start getting their adult teeth, they should just start ripping them out. and replace all adult teeth in a baby with perfect white lined normal like fake teeth. I'm not no gold, no silver. You don't want to be doing that to your kids. Let's stop. But just normal teeth. No one should have real teeth. Honestly, no one should have real teeth. The year is 2022. Teeth are over. We've been using the same method of chewing for decades. Not decades. Literally millennium. Since our existence, we've been using our actual teeth. It's time we got an upgrade. And we have the technology. We have the people that can do it. Just do it when they're young, and so that they don't have to worry about it. Like, it's just so stupid. I'm just over it. I'm so over it. And I mean, England, don't even get me started. England has free healthcare, but all their teeth are fucking jacked up. Maybe they don't have dental healthcare. But all of them, they're like, "Oh, bro, I got my teeth all right in. Well, at least my schools ain't a shooting gallery." It's like, okay, dude, can you please talk in the opposite direction? They got those freaking, they just got a big broken freaking piano keys up in their freaking grill. They got that broken xylophone up there. They got those blinds that the kitten's been playing with, you know? It's bad up there. British people are so funny. Yeah. Well, at least I've got free healthcare. I just love the idea of the dumb stupid British person just like, "Oi, bruv, well, at least I don't have a school shooting every 15 minutes." Or they're just like an imbecile. Like they're just the mentally challenged British person, just like I don't even know what they would say. "I've been trying to read this book for 15 minutes. And then you tell him it was upside down. He's like, "Oh, bruv, I knew that." Something like that, just like there's the mongoloid. Just a mongoloid British person. Oh, God. Why do airplanes have a window wipers? Just a bit. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Why do airplanes have a headlight? Do they think they're gonna run into another plane? Just absolute most stupid. Oh, God. Adidas. Okay. British people are funny to make fun of, but it's funny. Yeah. What else is going on? I don't know. YouTube banned wisdom teeth. Real estate rates are up at like 7.1%, which is like crazy. Which is like, I mean, a correction is coming. Sorry, my camera's not focusing for some reason. Let me fix that. I mean, it doesn't really matter because you guys aren't going to see this for like a week. So, okay. Let's just get right into Jew news, I guess. Should we play the music? Yeah, let's play that. My stick is gay. Oh, okay, which one was it? News. That's our news segment right there. Generation COVID. So if you're new here, this is Jew news. This is news brought to you in part by a Jew. I feel like I can't say that because I feel like I'm stealing Jew valor. Because I did a 23andMe, and I turned out to be not Jewish. But I mean, I was like French. I know that there's Jews in French, so or Jews in France. So there's that. Yeah, let's read this. Generation COVID. Record numbers of youth opt out of college and work. At age 19, Brian Jones seems the perfect example of Gen Z success without college, and also perhaps the perils of that lie in that path. During his high school years at Memphis, Tennessee, Jones began training as a barber, eventually becoming so adept at cutting hair that he decided to pursue a full-time when he graduated in 2020. Rather than continue his education, he quickly built a client book and included a smattering of NBA players and other celebrities who discovered videos of his cuts on Instagram. So he went viral on Instagram, whatever, blah, 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 blah. 75 a cut, 90 if you add a beard trim. Where once he was working 12 to 15 hours a day, now Jones sometimes has no appointments at all. To supplement his income, he has launched his online barber school. Great. That's like you know, every real estate agent ever. They sell 4 houses and then they open up a guide on how to they become a guru. Everyone becomes a guru at some point in your life path. I'm going to become a guru on how to get your videos banned on YouTube. And then you just do what I don't say. I'm going to be a reverse guru. Let's see. 3 years into the pandemic, after 2 years of isolating, shutting down schools, and virtual commitments, high school graduates like Jones in the class of 2020 and 2021 and beyond, called the Generation COVID, are shunning college in record numbers. Enrollment is down nearly 10% over the past 2 years, a loss of 1.4 million students pursuing degrees. And that's probably more like $14 million, or not even. That's like $80 million that is just like not going to colleges. At TikTok, where variations of the hashtag not going to college have racked up more than 30 million views, young people argue, my career doesn't need college. Talk about starting their own business, often as influencers. Everyone wants to be an influencer. And I realize I say that as I'm recording a podcast, but this podcast isn't for fame or fortune. This is dementia. And I don't know. It's not. I don't get anything out of this. I don't get paid. I'm honestly, my YouTube's on thin ice as it is. My channel is on thin ice. And it's a way to scream into the void. And I'm going to be honest, I kind of like the fear factor of someone viewing it and being like, wow, this guy is unhinged. It's unhinged. What I'm doing here is completely unhinged. Spewing my opinions, oftentimes trying to be funny, in an hour, talking about the world's hottest topics every week. And eventually, it will come back to bite me. And I kind of like that. I'm not going to lie. So what I'm doing here is career suicide, and it's a slow actual suicide. So what you're seeing here is not some sort of cash grab or anything. I don't make any money. I actually spend way too much money. I had to buy my domain, the AfroMattshow.com. I pay for the freaking RSS feed to upload to Spotify and all that stuff. I spend money, okay? And that's because I'm mentally challenged. But let's continue reading. Overall, 50% of Gen Z teens are now considering a 4-year degree. According to the survey, this year is the nonprofit group had a 20% drop, where Gen Z students are sharp, says Jeremy Wheaton, the organizer's former CIO. They're thinking about things such as return on their time and dollar investment. Dude, this guy's pissed. He's pissed. They're like, why are all these teens not going to college? Why can't I give a $40,000 loan to an 18-year-old? God damn it. God damn it. I wanted to prey upon these students forever. I wanted to get these students into $40K debt at age 18. God, I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed right now. That's what they're saying right now. That's what every college executive is saying to themselves right now. Why don't more kids want to go to college? Maybe because it costs literally a down payment on a $300,000 house. Maybe that's why they don't want to go to college. For a piece of paper. And when you apply for a job, you realize shortly, like days after you get the job, that it sucks and you don't want to be doing this for your life. And I mean, days after your job, almost maybe hours after your job, you start realizing, okay, I want to die. And this career choice was bad. I'm now $40,000 in debt, and now I have the job, and I have to stick with this career choice because it is it's entrapment. The way the world works is getting you into a trap. The best way to avoid the trap is to, I guess, not take out a ton of debt. Honestly, the best way to avoid the trap, and here I will tell you the answer, because this is true. Here's what you do. Rich parents and your parents need to set you up 100% for success. This is how the rich people set their kids up for success. This is the leg up that all rich kids have on, like rich people have on people like me, people like you listening, the average person, right? So in an upper class family, and I know this because of real estate, the parents, oftentimes with very good jobs, wealthy parents, will own one home. Their kid will grow up to about 18, ready to go to college. At that point, they would have progressed in their job far enough to own multiple homes, probably two, right? Maybe a small one that they've rented out or Airbnb or something like that. During this time, they have co-signed onto a credit card with the kid that's now turning 18. The kid coming out of high school has a perfect credit score that he didn't have to do a damn thing to fix. I mean, his parents probably let him spend money on the credit card for fun. So he has perfect credit coming out of the college or coming out of high school. Now he can afford a loan for a way better college, right? Now his parents can help pay him into school, a better school, and like we're talking Vanderbilt, we're talking Chicago, we're talking Harvard, maybe, we're talking Yale, maybe, we're talking like big schools. These are like Ivy League schools, right? And rich people, they can pay for the best tutors, they can pay for the best classes, they pay to put their kids in private schools with the best teachers. And when they get out, then they go to their college, and the college isn't really about studying. They want you to pass. I mean, Harvard's like barely even, it's like pass fail, I think, as long as you get in and you do your work. But college isn't really even for doing, like, learning things. It's for making connections. Now, these rich kids, they make connections, and it's not like some sort of business networking. They join frats, and they have fun, and they drink beer, and they date rape girls. And that's the fun that they're having. They're having a lot of fun in college. And when they get out of college, they they all have good degrees from good colleges, and they all get good jobs. You have lawyers, you have businessmen, you have realtors, you have all sorts of people, right? Now, when businessman A gets in trouble, he's like, "Oh, I know a good lawyer. He was in my fraternity." And fraternities blood is it's thick blood. So they work together, and then that's how you climb the social ladder through the people you know. And it's not what you know, it's who you know. And that's why rich people have such a leg up in the game. And trickle down economics will never trickle down because it trickles down directly to their offspring. So the end goal for everyone is to have rich parents. Yeah, I mean that's the gist of it. Let's continue on to something a little bit more happy. I saw this. This is actually pretty funny.
We all out here in this world.
So Vice, if you don't know what Vice is like a journalism group. They posted this video. They were doing a puff piece for sexual offenders, trying to find out their point of view and say, should we reintegrate these people into society? And this was one of the interviews that they had. And I just stole this straight from the interview, so I'll just play it.
We all out here in this world, and we all got to make it happen, and ain't nothing stopping me. So, like, I'm very hopeful and confident.
After this interview, Ashif sent a picture of his penis to our producer.
I mean, I wish that was edited. I wish I had edited that, but it's just
we all out here in this world, and we all got to make it happen, and ain't nothing stopping me. So, like, I'm very hopeful and confident.
After this interview,
Ashif sent a picture of his penis to our producer.
I can't blame it. I mean, he's shooting his shot. He's trying his best. He's doing what he knows what to do, and that is send pic. He probably has a good hog. He looks like he's got a good hog, probably. So I mean, working with what he's got, use your advantage, every advantage that you have. But that's probably why he's a registered sex offender, anyways. So, funny moment happening there. When you try to do something good, it always comes back to bite you. Let's see. Lizzo in the news again. What did Lizzo do? Lizzo played James Madison. So if you know who James Madison is, he helped write the Declaration of Independence. Lizzo played his 200-year-old crystal flute. So let's see. Is this going to tell us about it?
What if you were a major...
And apparently, like, Republicans are mad at this. I just think it's... I think it's kind of funny. But the funniest part is when she's, like, twerking and playing it, because that's kind of just like, hey now. That's pretty sick. Oh, here she is. When does she start twerking? Oh, she never twerked it. Oh. She's actually a very good flutist. But I just think it's funny that she's on stage twerking and playing James Madison's flute. That's not the legacy he would have wanted, but it's the legacy he got. So there's that. Let's see what they said. The About Damn Time singer and accomplished flutist carefully played the delicate woodwind, which was sent as a gift to James Madison in 1813 by French flute maker Claude Lorette. The Library of Congress has maintained the flute in its vault for decades before allowing Lizzo to play it on stage. She said, "Bitch, I'm scared," she said, in the audience laughter. "It's crystal. It's like playing out of a wine glass, bitch. So be patient. She played a note and then paused excitedly. According to the video Lizzo shared on social media, and then she blew a few more fluttery notes, cautiously twerking as she played. Okay, well, she was twerking. As her signature. This is not a serious country. This is not a serious civilization that we have. We are a young country, and we are not mature, and we are not serious about anything. Then she blew a few more fluttery notes on it, cautiously twerking as she played, as her signature. After a few seconds, she held the flute high in the air, victorious, and carefully returned to the staff, waiting a few feet away. Bitch, I just twerked and played James Madison's crystal flute from the 1800s. We just made history tonight. Lizzo then thanked the library for preserving our history. Reminded her fans, history is freaking cool. Nice. I mean, people are upset. I'm not really that upset. I just think it's funny. She's twerking while playing. There she is, twerking. Whoa! That's funny. Well, I mean, there's a first time for everything, and there's a first time for an artifact to be played by Lizzo on stage while twerking. It's the first time. I wonder what next artifact she will uncover to play on stage while twerking. I'm not mad about it. I'm honestly not mad. I'm actually kind of happy that it happened because it's funny. So, let's see. What is this? Another article. This is the last of the June news for today. We got the unlikely cure for burnout. A second job? Overemployment sounds like more of the same old grind, but its underlying philosophy is critical of work. So here we go. If you guys were wondering why you were feeling so depressed, it's because you don't have two jobs. In the beginning of let me restart. In the beginning of the pandemic, Sarah Murphy accepted a new role as a creative lead at a tech company, but when it came time to resign from her position in a different industry, she didn't. I felt trapped in the rat race, trapped in a certain career path. I'm mentally challenged, by the way. And just wasn't really seeing a lot of opportunities for financial independence, she said. I knew that there was a certain amount that I could expect to make in my career, and that there were goals that I wouldn't be able to attain in the next another 5 to 10 years down the line. So she decided to hold both positions at once. Murphy requested a pseudonym in order to speak freely about her experience. Murphy managed this dual role arrangement for about 9 months, rolling back and forth between two separate laptops and exclusively marking her Slack status to away at both roles. Smart. You can work two remote positions easily. The experiment gave her a chance to trial a new industry without going all in. And she more than doubled her annual income to nearly $200K, that's not that shabby. Allowing her to save for a down payment and purchase her first home. Guys, look, if you guys want to purchase a home, I know. Buying a home in the 1920s and 1940s, we've heard it all. It was so easy. You could buy a freaking car for $400. Yeah, everyone has a grandpa. Times are different. You're going to have to work 16-hour days, 2 different jobs, and then you can afford a down payment on a property. That's what it takes in the world. I really don't know what you're complaining about. Stop. Murphy is one of the overemployed. Employees secretly working more than one full-time job aided in the rise of remote work. So these people are this article might work hand in hand with the other article of Gen Z stopping work. Because Gen Z is not working. People like this are taking their jobs and they're just working 2 times. So I mean, hey, look, if you want to work 2 jobs, I suggest you do it, because it's it's pretty badass working 2 jobs. And I respect the people that can do it. I could probably never do it, because I'm on thin. My mental state is hanging by a thread as is, and I just work 1 barely full-time job. Yeah. I mean, this is the way you escape. This is the way you escape poverty, though. You have to work like 15 jobs over the course of 4 years, somehow making enough to put a down payment on, and then still hoping you keep your jobs, and then each one doesn't figure out about it. Amongst the pervasive feeling amongst millennials and Zoomers that they can't get ahead in work and life hardly imagined. Across the U.S., inflation continues to rise, with rent inflation surging alongside. Housing scarcity is high, while housing affordability is low, with increases in the cost of housing significantly outpacing wage growth across major cities. More recently, a PricewaterhouseCoopers survey of 700 U.S. executives and board members, half of the respondents are currently reducing headcount or plan to. With economic instability both looming and lingering, rescinding job offers and layoffs have become first resort for some bosses, and workers are bearing the brunt. Look, you don't have to, I don't have to have an article tell me that we're in a recession. It's obvious. Dude, so my work sent out an email. They said, "Are we in a recession?" And I clicked on it, and I read the whole article, and at the very end, it's like, well, it depends on who you ask, because a lot of the experts can't decide. And I feel like that's kind of how a lot of people are taking this situation. It's sort of like, well, if you ask a realtor if we're in a recession, actually, I kind of want to ask one. I think on the next podcast, I'll have a realtor call in. I'll start browsing online. If you browse enough homes online, you'll have a realtor call you within 15 minutes. At least one from somewhere like Zillow or something. So it's a good conversation to have. You can say, "Hey, should I be buying now?" Ask a realtor, "Should I be buying now?" and see what their response is. Because that puts the pressure on them to say, they have to say, now, do I value you buying a home and me getting a paycheck, or do I want to tell you the truth and that you should seriously consider waiting? And that should be the opening question to enter any interview that you have with a realtor right now. And if they say yes, without asking any questions, cut that person out. If they start asking you questions like, well, it's really about lending options and stuff like that, then, well, maybe you can work with them, but still, they should tell you, hey, it's tough out there. They should be upfront. Let's go on to TikTok time. Let's get these blown out of the way. All right, what do we got?
What if I told you John F. Kennedy had that dog in him? He used the Secret Service to smuggle in women to the White House for daily entanglements. His office may have been oval, but he was addicted to the box. He complained if he didn't have sex at least once a day, he'd start getting headaches. Feel your pain, brother. He kept detailed records of all of his romantic conquests. The shit was longer than the Bible. He hired 2 secretaries whose primary role was to skinny dip with the board, making Bill Clinton look like a born-again altar boy. Inspiring. He had a steamy...
Dude, JFK... I actually didn't know all these facts about JFK, but JFK was a dog, bro.
The affair with Marilyn Monroe, the gold standard of beauty in her era, the equivalent of Kim and Donald making sure the neighbors know their name. He had a full cleanup crew on staff to remove any evidence of an affair from his office.
That's badass.
Spent. After smoking 3 joints
Those
in the
are
Oval Office,
tax.
he responsibly declined a 4th just in case of...
After smoking 3 joints in the Oval Office, he respectfully declined a 4th.
The national emergency. He truly was the commander-in-chief. He was encouraged from a
The
young age by his father to be a
commander-in-chief, that's
certified
funny.
city boy. So he ended up stealing his pop's mistress. Lesson learned. Stupid. Sources say he even had an affair with a Nazi spy. This man was such a thought he became a security risk.
Dude, that's badass, bro. Dude, JFK was the coolest president. Let's just be honest. Out of every president, I might buy JFK merch. He was just that guy. He was that dog, bro. He was slinging dick, and he was like trying to end the Federal Reserve System. Like, that's why he got murdered. He literally got shot by the CIA because they're like, dude, stop. Notice how there's never been a president who's ever recommended ending the CIA or FBI. I guarantee you, if any person running for president said that, they would be somehow found floating in a river. Or maybe not found, just gone missing. He packed his bags and left. Oh, Hurricane Ian. I forgot about this. This is kind of in the news. Hurricane Ian ravaged Florida. I saw this video and it made me laugh. This guy's pretty badass. Hello? Okay. Let's see if it'll load now. Dude, these TikToks suck ass sometimes when I upload them. Oh, here we go.
Storm chasing. It's a new profession for me, but with the latest forecast, they said the winds might reach 145 miles per hour, so I'm going to be chasing it in this. My new storm chasing vehicle.
He has a Corvette or like a Lamborghini. He's storm chasing.
Come on, Ian. Come try to catch me.
Storm chase. Yeah, that guy's badass. Some Florida. That's definition of Florida man. That's as Florida man as it might get. Let's see. Oh, here's another Hurricane Ian. These are toddlers going to school.
You're gonna believe me.
Because school's still in session. So these are kids. They're walking on top of stools to get to class in single file line. And the school has about a foot of flooding, which is pretty awesome. This is pretty awesome. Florida keeping it classy as always. We can always count on, if we can count on Florida to do one thing and one thing all the time, it's keeping it classy. They KIC. They keep it classy. Oh, I saw this song. This song got trashed on TikTok for being absolutely garbage, so I'll just play it.
I wish coffee made your teeth whiter. I wish porn was good for your brain. I wish artists didn't need money. I wish billionaires were less vain. I wish cheese were not so expensive. I wish doing taxes was fun. I wish one-night stands were romantic. I wish guys could come more than once. I wish ice cream made you more healthy. I wish weed was good for your heart. I wish exercise were less sweaty. I wish drinks were cheaper in bars. I wish we could all be less racist. And I wish the Bible made sense. I wish phones were not so addictive. And I wish we could have stayed friends when our never meant to be relationship ended. All the life we lived in, now we're strangers again. All the time we put in, all the things that we've been.
Yeah, that was painful to listen to. That guy's name is Ian. That guy's Hurricane Ian, dude. He just ravaged your freaking eardrums. I think that song is called I Wish. Let me see. I wish coffee. God damn it. Made your teeth whiter. It's called Friends. And it's a song.
Made you more healthy. I wish weed was good for your heart. I wish.
God, every R is a pick, ice pick in my brain.
I I wish coffee made your teeth whiter. I wish porn was good for your brain. I wish artists didn't need money. I wish billionaires were less vain. I wish cheese were not so expensive. I wish doing taxes was fun. I wish one-night stands were romantic. I wish guys could come more than once. I wish ice cream made you more healthy. I wish weed was good for your heart. I wish exercise were less sweaty.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's tough. It's this guy said, dude, I just found your shit a few weeks ago. Don't stop. There needs to be more music like this. No. This person said, it's somewhat comforting to know that someone's been through what I'm currently going through. Thank you for writing this. This guy's writing he's just writing facts of things that he wishes. He wishes that porn was good for his brain so he could watch porn all the time and become smarter. That's what he's stating right now. This guy, he said that he wishes weed was good for his heart so he could just be chiefing all the time and have a powerful heart. Instead of stopping, so this guy's mind, in this guy's mind, instead of stopping any sort of bad habit, in a perfect world, all bad habits would have good outcomes, which would which would make them not bad habits. They would just be good events.
I wish drinks were cheaper in bars. I wish we could all be less racist, and I wish the Bible made sense.
I wish that we could all just be less racist. I do too, man. Yeah. This guy's a lyrical genius.
I wish phones were not so addictive, and I wish we could have stayed friends.
Yeah, that guy's a lyrical genius from our generation. Thank you, TikTok, for exposing me to that. Brilliant artistry. Really honestly, pretty awesome. This is a Folgers commercial from the year 1963. And it is only coming out of my left ear. So if you guys, so I don't know why. Why is that coming out of only my left ear? Folgers ad 1960s. Let me see if I can find one that has both ears. These are so funny. I watched like 5 of these.
You feel very unwifely, McNaughton. Go barbecue.
I still say don't serve your awful coffee with my steaks.
Oh, Mrs. Olson, he's always crabbing about my coffee. I could cry.
Oh, Mrs. Olson.
Your coffee, sir.
Your
Thanks,
coffee,
beautiful.
sir. This was back in the day when...
How can such a pretty wife make such bad coffee?
This was back in the days when wives were essentially slaves. Their one job was to satisfy you at all times with coffee and gifts and the occasional batting practice for some people. But these Folgers ads from the 60s are so funny. This guy's trashing on his wife for no reason. She made him coffee without him asking. He's shitting on her.
I heard that. Darling, it's our anniversary. Why so glum?
Nothing. Well, it's your coffee.
Again? Even today?
Honey, your coffee just doesn't taste any good.
Darling, I'm going to have to beat it into you. Am I going to have to beat it into you again?
Must have been such a nice vacation. Did you ever see Larry looking so happy?
Oh, honey, happiness is a vacation. Away from your coffee. Forget the coffee, Marge. It's never very good.
But Phil,
I'll get some at the plant.
They're
Harold,
shitting on
is the
people's...
coffee all right?
Mm-mm.
You mean it's as bad as yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
No improvement at all?
Mm-mm.
Harold, don't just shake your head. You've got to tell me what's wrong with the coffee.
Bad taste.
Attention, ladies.
Bad
please. Right
taste.
now, at the end of aisle 2, I've set out a brand new, can't-miss, husband-pleasing coffee.
Husband-pleasing coffee.
no.
And then
What's
she
wrong?
turns
Oh,
around.
it's your coffee again. The desk sergeant at the station makes better coffee than this.
Ed, really?
Sorry, honey.
Ed, really?
Your coffee tastes terrible.
Mrs. Olson.
Your life sucks. You're useless. What's the point of a wife if she doesn't make good coffee? This guy's like, the desk servant in the office makes better coffee than this. I might make her my wife, my second wife. I'll have two separate families. Back in the 60s, people had like two separate families. They would have like multiple wives and like multiple families. So it would be like aloof in both families. It would be just normal. It would just be like kind of like there would still be dads to both family, but they back in the day in the 60s, dads were so aloof that both families didn't know that he was cheating. That's just how aloof the dads were. They would come home, threaten to beat something or start screaming and yelling and pour themselves a nice glass, or probably force their wife, their beautiful bride, to pour a glass of something, scotch, some sort of alcoholic, whiskey, something, right? And then they would sit in front of the TV and eat their TV dinner, or sit in front of the radio. Isn't that sad? Spending hours in front of a radio? That sounds depressing. You're not even getting any sort of extra stimulus. That's funny. That's how we gauge things. Imagine how we're going to gauge things in the future. It's just about more stimulants. So now we're going to be like, imagine only watching TV and not smelling it.
Son? Mary, come in. My goodness. You look as if you lost your last friend.
It's my Jim again. You should have heard him this morning. Mary, your coffee is as undrinkable as ever.
Oh, and Jim's always so nice. I hope you and Tom are enjoying meeting all your new neighbors, Diane.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, that's good. Those Folgers ads are pretty funny. If you, I mean, you can't do that today. I mean, you'll get me too'd. Let's see. Let's play one more. Some of these are not loading. Oh, here's. This is Mariah Carey for some reason during 9/11. Not the event, but a concert that she had that happened to fall on 9/11. That was like 18 days ago, but I just now found the video.
No. Well, you don't want to hear about 9/11.
Wait, what? La. You don't want to hear about 9/11 then?
We're going to talk a little bit about this moment. No. Well, you don't want to hear about 9/11. Thank you.
This is Mariah Carey. I want to see the full video in context. That is so strange to just yell out. Carey 9/11. Oh, here's another video.
No. Well, you don't want to hear about 9/11.
Oh, I think this is just the same video reposted.
Thank you. We're going to talk a little bit about this moment. No.
Yeah, that's it. Anyways, I mean, that's funny. Mariah Carey talking about 9/11. Dude, imagine she just like starts ripping into it. She's just like, well, you know, there was 16 film recordings of the Pentagon. The FBI seized 15 of them, and there's only one available photo of the crash in the Pentagon. And in that photo, AI has found that it was doctored. She just starts ripping in. Just starts going super deep. Actually, it was 84. There's 84 or 85 recordings of the plane that crashed into the Pentagon. 84 of them, I'm sneaking in some 9/11 lore. 84 of them were seized by the FBI and have not been released. Larry Silverstein, you know, he had an appointment at 9 a.m. on 9/11, but his wife gave him a heads up, hey, you've got a dentist appointment today, don't go into 9/11, and 7 hours after building 7 collapsed, or no, after 7 hours after both buildings collapsed. Building 7 then collapsed. It was 7 hours. Not many people remember that. Trying to remember what else. Weird flight patterns. The government was doing some sort of terrorist prep flight patterns. Yeah, that's just watch 9/11 documentary on YouTube. It's called 9/11 New Pearl Harbor. It's pretty. Just watch it to try to debunk it. That's what I did, and it's just a fun watch. And it gets a little weird when you realize you can't debunk anything. So, that being said, thanks for listening. I'll play us out with a little bit of drill rap. Okay. Here we go.
How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. Hit man in a top try, see a man topless, even a stick is gay. Hugging my brothers and say that I love them, but I don't swing that way. The man them celebrate Eid, the trap still running on Christmas Day. Somebody told Doja Cat that I'm trying to indulge in that. In my great tracksuit, see the bulge in that. See the motion clap when you're throwing it back. These females planning on doing me wrong, so I'm grabbing a dome at the Trojan pack. Post a location after we're gone, can't slip and let them know where we're at. I don't know about you, but I value my life. Cause imagine I die, and I ain't made 100 M's yet. There's so much things I ain't done yet, like fucking a flight attendant. I don't party